Alright, everybody. This is gonna be an experiment. Because, Oops. Whatever. You know, purple's probably better for the sketch layer. I want to practice drawing in a hurry, but not necessarily bad quality. I have a half an hour or so before I need to get ready for work. So I figured I'd do a quick offline recording of art while I yap and try to practice. It's also practice to keep an open dialogue of sorts, you know, just yap endlessly without really thinking about it too much. So, you know, those are way too big. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Bigger isn't always better, right? Anyway. Yeah, that's just gonna be a permanent fixture, I guess. The throat constant clearing. Whatever, we'll figure it out one day. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, this is the sketch. We're gonna try to lean more on doing horror art again. I still need to do art for Haruto, but I don't have much time today before work, so we're not doing that today. But 4 days till his birthday. I have to do it soon. So, what are we doing? Well, I think to some of you watching this video, or if anyone's even watching this video, no offense, you'll already have a good idea what I'm drawing. But I digress. If you don't, you'll know soon enough. And if you don't know, then you'll never know. Now this is a very basic pose. I feel like I want to do something else with it, but there's not a lot of room. So we're gonna wing it. See, I want to go more horror themed, right? But I don't want to necessarily rush. Well, I kind of have to rush, right? That's half the point of this. Give me a second, I got distracted. Someone went live and I need to get my lurk before I go to work. Okay. Why do I like horror so much? I don't know. Sometimes things just happen. It's exciting, right? Like, I don't like jump scares, but I do like horror. Gives you new story angles. It keeps things fresh. What could I do? I have an idea, but let's focus on getting the groundwork down for the sketch. Can't stop and think too much with the time constraints, you know? Alright, so basically we'll just do that for now. So you might already know who this is. This is the wonderful Noodle, but in their Dream Eater form. Those of you who would know already, so I'm letting those of you who don't know. I should actually let color change for that. Man, you know, it is what it is. But her design is deceptively simple. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Noodle, your character design is quite intricate, at least in the hair. I should say especially in the hair, not at least. Thankfully, this is just a sketch. We can kind of wing it a little bit. But I'll tell you that. There's a lot to go off of here. Get the horns down, antlers, whatever you want to call them. I mean, what is a antler but a fancy horn, I suppose. Okay. The chains. I don't think are as important in the sketch, but I'm going to add them anyway. All right, there we go. Add a little more detailing. That's not quite how that goes, but you know, whatever. That's also not quite right. That's also not quite right. You know what? I'll take that. You have the design of all time, Noodle. And I mean that in the best possible way. But am I really gonna just draw you the same way I already have? No, of course not. This isn't open, by the way. Those are just indents on the outfit. So, full disclosure, I do want to get better at doing quick art. But maybe I don't worry about making this as super spooky as I'd like. The one thing I want to do is I want to eventually be able to do sketch donathons, line art. Donate this much, I draw this for you, that kind of shtick. So, on top of that, I was always told that you should focus on speed before skill. That's an important factor in art. I can kind of agree with that. So we will focus here on refining what we already had. Whoops. That is not correct. We're just gonna correct it, so to speak. So I'm gonna be honest to anyone watching this. I do have a lot of financial problems. And I think I'm going to stop being so aggressive about telling people not to donate. I'm not going to ask people to donate, but I'm going to stop asking people not to donate. I think that's the compromise that I'm gonna make here, but I do ask you to not donate outside your means still. If I find out anyone is doing that, maybe a temp ban? Please don't donate if you can't afford to. That's about all I got to say about that. That's pretty good. Well, details later. Okay, so this is base. Now we're gonna do the hair, which I'm gonna zoom in on my reference art for this time, so I can get it a little more detailed. Okay, let's see. Oh dear, I have a sneeze coming. In a hurry to mute my microphone, I almost sneezed on my tablet. That honestly would have been awful. Oh, nope, that's not noodly enough. For lack of a better way to put it. Let's clean that up a little bit. Can we finish this flat color, no shading, before I have to go to work? That is the goal here. Basics, you know? That would go here, because then we have the flat front of hair layer here. Move it out a little bit though. There we go. Please pardon me. Okay. That's fine. But it's not right. Let's adjust this a little more and we'll fix it. That is actually not remotely right, so we're gonna have to go all the way back. Unfortunately. We're supposed to be going for speed here, and I don't really think Noodle would ever care, but you know, I have standards. I think that is mostly good. We had a little twirly here. Do some cleanup now. I have to be a little quicker with the cleanup here and not being as picky with the details because I am on a time crunch here. Alright, so that's front hair. Basic body. Antlers will be its own layer. Okay, we'll do that next. That's gonna go between though. Antlers. Next. Okay. Okay. We need kind of go off here on a little bit of a tangent. I was talking about my money, right? Yeah, so pivoting from that, I just want to say, I always appreciate all of you, money or no money. I'm never gonna force monetization. But I don't know. Like, I'm surviving, but I'm not really feeling like I'm doing much. I've been in debt for a really long time. And my interest kind of sucks. I've been in talks of setting up a no interest for a year thing somewhere, but if that goes through, I honestly might feel a little pressure to monetize a little more so I can push that along, but not without giving something in return, which is why I want to learn something like this. Doing art quicker, not necessarily rushed, but quicker, you know? And this should go way up, but then eventually we lose it because it's going off screen, and that's fine. And then this comes up. Oops, this comes up like this. Comes up like this. That needs to be much taller than that. It's actually probably going to cut off screen. So there. And then here. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. No. Further out. Okay. Not perfect, but we'll take it. We'll do the back hair now. Not back hair. Noodle doesn't have back hair. But the back layer hair. So, we'll do the smaller details on the antlers later. Let's focus on getting the bulk image down so we can get it done with time to spare. I have about 20 minutes left. So I want to get this done in a state where I'm satisfied with it within that time limit. Is that another little... Why? Why not? Artistic expression, bitch. Oops, that was honestly a good stroke and I was on the wrong pen. That's extremely unfortunate. Alright, I'll accept that line because not being a perfectionist is part of this process here. Okay. That's done. What if I hide this now? Face. Symmetry pen be damned. Put the eyes... Right, whoops. I'm on the transparent pen. Ooh, hoo, 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 no. So there we go. Okay, so we're gonna try to straight face this, not necessarily look pouty, but also I feel like this should be bigger, but why can I... Whoops. Why can I... You know what? That's fine. Okay, that looks good, actually. Let's get the nosy nose. She looks like super upset. Like not angry, just upset, right? A dream eater. Okay. We're gonna go with it because this is for speed, right? This is for speed. We're gonna go moon. Mun. Mun has to go above the hair, and it goes right here. Okay, that's fine. I think the dangly... Well, I'll add BS. I'm going to be real. I'm going to add BS chains when I get the coloring done. I think we got to do I think we got the basically everything except for the smaller details on the outfit. So we'll do that after coloring. So, and then the arm wibbles, we're gonna add that on. So let's get this done. I'm on a time crunch, but let me check my DMs real quick. There's something is beeping off the chains over here. Okay, I'm gonna ignore. Okay, moving on. Actually, I think they're not big enough now, ironically. Yeah, I know, Noodle, I know. Do I make it bigger? Do I care at this point in the art? I feel like it's not quote unquote mommy enough at this point. So I gotta go off to work in about 15 minutes. It's gonna be a day, I have a feeling, but not necessarily an awful one. So whoa, wrong pen size, Cage. We'll get through it. We always do. But we'll do it. We'll get through it. Why is my everything lagging? Okay, so color. I need to focus. Color is the next step. Base color. Okay, cool. We'll do the little details after if we have time. Bulk paste is the goal here. Well, there we go. Okay, we're doing good. Where is the hair color for Noodle? I think that's it for the base, right? Yeah, so now we move on to hair. Hair color. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I think I got all the layers. Missed a spot. Ah! That's not part of the actual hair, even though it should be. So I'm actually, that'll get fixed with back hair. We're okay. Pick hair color. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, there is some messy that needs to be cleaned up, though. Just real quick. I promise I won't spend too long on it. Where was the hair? I saw a mistake in the hair. Okay. We're gonna get a smaller pen and we're gonna fix these. Woo! Wrong pen color. Okay. There are some dry spots that need to be cleaned, because these are about to get erased. Here we go. Okay, that should be cleaned enough now. We focus on the bulk. Where I just saw a mistake. Woo! There it is. That's on back here, though. Little bit of cleanup. Not a big deal, I guess. Okay. We're moving on because we can't spend too much time on it. Face. Hehe. We're gonna go with like the super dark purple for the closed eye just because. I should turn off close gap. Close gap is off. Well, shit. Okay. I feel like that should be darker still, though. There we go. That's fine. Okay. Good. Hair color. The eyebrow. Whoops, I did not. Did I have the eyebrows on hair? What layer? Oh, they're open. That's why. So they are part of the face, but I left them open. Okay, we'll fix that. Okay. Still open. Alright, we're just gonna color it manually then. They're not that big. And the symmetry helps. Alright, we're gonna add some blush. This creature shouldn't have too much blush, but none at all isn't good either. You know? Okay, now we gotta have to do the antlers. How much time do I got? Cool. We're doing good. We're making good time. I apologize that I'm mostly just yapping about the art. I meant to actually be yapping. I should fix that, but for now, let's worry about that and not making this video perfect. Okay. So, work is work. It's getting stressful, but we'll get through it. Beyond that, I'm trying to get back to adding more to my streams like I used to. Where's Sparkle? I know I have Sparkle. Galaxy will work. No, it won't. Cinematic dust, maybe? Nope. Galaxy 1. That one kind of works, but I forgot to put on symmetry. There we go. Okay. Sparkle! Okay. Antler chains. We're just gonna do a little cage hack. We're just gonna use the chain tool. I don't care how bad it looks right now. Need to get this done. Honestly, that's too bright. I have to change the paper color for a moment, like I should have right from the start. Chains. Okay, so we go from here to here, and from here to here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that's fine, honestly. Because the real one, The real one that's going to be hanging down is going to be off the screen, so it's fine. Honestly, let's just do this. And then we move it up. And then we do this. Everyone's happy. Okay. I gotta color the mun. Which honestly can go here. I don't care. Huh? Oh, no, it can't. I lied. There we go. Mun color. Mun color. Okay. I got 6 minutes. We're gonna add some clothing details. Color, 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 clothing, 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 base, base color, reference. Cool. Then we're gonna go deets. Deets because I typoed, but we're gonna run with it. Move zooming in. Get the pen back. Okay, reference, reference, reference. We're gonna go. I need the symmetry ruler because I'm a dingus. Nice. Love that. That needs to be darker. I don't really care. That's good. Okay. This needs to be erased. Down here, it's gonna be. Okay. And then let's just do this. Honestly, I don't think I can make it perfect without quote unquote cheating. But that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be believable, as my darling Nina my Inaness would say. So, while I'm wrapping this up, I want to thank all of you, because definitely could not have gotten to where I am without any of you. So you make this what it is. I'm able to keep streaming because of your support, and I don't just mean monetarily, okay? Views matter. Good, that's good. I gotta do the arms now. The arm, the purple, whatever you want to call it. Purple. We're gonna grab the purple. And we're gonna do the purple. I'm gonna try it a different way because we're on a time crunch. I didn't symmetry it, so we're gonna undo that because I want it to be symmetrical. Huh. I also did it on the wrong layer. So that would explain a lot. I'm gonna do some fingertip tricks. Maybe a little bigger though. No, we're just gonna continue using the soft brush and We're just gonna run with it. Oh, you. I just noticed something. And it's a little... There we go. Okay. Smaller. Thicker. Let's get the Sparkle. Galaxy. And we're just gonna go... Oh. Can I lower the density of that? No, I can't, unfortunately. I'll try to do it this way. Want sparkles. And do a little post care. Okay. Add some bigger sparkles because I can. Okay. And minus some missing details, we're done. We'll call that what it is. We'll slap a little signature on it, and we'll call it a day. Age. So that was done in about 40 minutes? With some distractions. Yeah, 37 minutes with some distractions. Not bad, especially for a high detail piece. So that's pretty good. Sorry for the endless yapping. You all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I'll see you next stream or next offline video. I'm going to try to do more of these. You all take care. Later.